the future. As Seneca once stated, we suffer more in our imagination than in reality, implying that our thoughts are the source of our suffering. When it comes to the future, our imagination often goes wild, inventing countless scenarios of what could happen but probably never will. Beforehand, we think of ways to handle possible outcomes, while shivering because of the idea of not knowing how the future will eventually play out. In some instances, what happens is what we anticipate, but in many other instances, fortune surprises us, overwhelming us with events we couldn't have anticipated. For example, we could have spent years preparing for a well-earned retirement, only to receive, right before the first day of our twilight years, a deadly cancer diagnosis that gives us just a few months to live. The possibility of such events leads many to continuous worry. The best could happen, but the worst as well. And what if the Third World War breaks out? What if I lose all my money? Such adverse outcomes are very well possible, but as long as they aren't happening in the present, we cannot deal with them, as these events simply aren't happening. At least, not yet. They only exist in our thoughts. The future only bothers us because we think about it, as it does not exist outside the mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote that it's not the weight of the future pressing upon us, but that of the present alone. It's not the future that hurts us, but how we deal with it in the present. The misery of the future happens in the present. And ironically, it's not the future unfolding in the present, as when we encounter it, it's already present. The misery of the future is our worrying about it now. When we care too much about future events, life eventually begins to hurt as we suffer them in our imagination, letting them dictate our present. So what does Marcus Aurelius say about caring too much about the future? First, let's consider the following quote. "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." End quote. He pointed out that if he could cope with the present, he could also cope with the future. He told himself not to picture everything dreadful that could happen, but instead stick with the situation at hand. When he focused on the present, he realized he could bear it, and if that's the case, why wouldn't he be able to handle what's yet to come? This attitude resembles the idea of amor fati, the love of fate, but then fortified with trust that we'll be able to get through it.